So, you know how much you're worth? I struggled to find my worth, my value. I struggled to stand up for it even when I found it. I actually was stuck in a loop of silence to myself, first of all. If I couldn't tell myself and talk to myself about my worth and my value, how was I going to tell somebody else? How was I going to fight for that? How was I going to defend it? Well, I'm going to tell you that it wasn't easy. Facing the truth about my worth, my value that I hadn't stood up for in over 40 years because I didn't understand it was a struggle. I had cut so many corners and allowed people to take from me and walk all over me because I didn't know what my worth was. It wasn't actually until about the last 3 years that I started to really understand it. And you can get stuck in silence because where do you start? How do you start acknowledging your worth, your value? I'll tell you, it's easy, simple things. Actually, something I talked to my son about today. He asked me for some eye drops. And so I came to the room and I got him some eye drops. I handed it to him. And he looked at the expiration date. Something I never, ever had done. And he said, "Mom, these are expired." And I'm like, "So what? Use them." Well, he was right. He shouldn't use them because if something's expired, I should be worth buying something new and using it new. However, since they were expired, he just didn't use any and had no intention on going to get any. And he's a grown-up. And so I sat and pondered quite a bit, thinking about it. I wrestled around with it. You see, neither of us had really stepped up to our worth in that moment. He had something wrong with his eye and it was irritating him. It was dry and he needed eye drops. And of course, if I have them, he's more than welcome to them. However, when he found out they were expired, he didn't rush to go and get his eye fixed. I know that he'll order food or, other routes of things that he can do to satisfy whatever needs he has. But when it came to his eye, it wasn't that important. And then maybe I don't need the eye drops currently, but would I have just used them? I would have. But maybe I should reconsider. And while I might use them, I should also be a little bit more cognizant of what the expiration date is. It's in these little simple acts of understanding that you're worth it. You're worth that extra effort. You're worth getting the eye drops you need, or, whatever it might be. You're worth it, whatever that is. And it will expand into other areas of your life too, where you understand your worth and value and you can actually stand up for it. So, recognizing when you're not paying attention to what you're worthy of, And then not sitting down and processing it for yourself, or maybe helping somebody else, like I had to help my son. Maybe in doing those small steps, a bigger picture will open up to you, and you'll begin to see where maybe you should place some boundaries to protect your worth and value. You know, if we had a $5 bill, which we know right now is not that important anymore. You can't hardly buy anything, not even a bag of chips for the family for $5. But if we had lost it, we would use all of our effort to find it, to make sure that it was right where we wanted it to be. Why don't we do that for ourselves? Why don't we show up in that way for us? So not only that we can show up for ourselves, but also so we can show others how to show up for us too. You know, every relationship is reciprocity necessary to be healthy. But if you don't know your worth, you don't know your value, you don't know how to stand up for it, you don't recognize it in the small things, how are you going to realize it in the bigger picture of life when you're making big decisions about who to spend your life with, or what job to take, or what house you really feel worthy of living in, what car you want to drive, or how you should treat other people? I mean, your worth and value is your foundation. It's how you show up in the world. I'm beginning to really understand mine. And I hope that I have some quick and easy tips for you to follow so that you also can not stay in the loop of silence to yourself and recognize your worth and value. It's really important. Without it, you'll feel cheated. And the reality of that is no one's cheating you but yourself. Because if you can't stand up for your worth and value to others, and you just agree to whatever they give you, you're the one making the agreement. So get out of silence. Recognize in the little things first, and then soon your mind will expand to even bigger ones. And I know that everyone will start living a more worthy life because they're all worth it. Every last person. You're worth it. And nobody can take that away from you. Nobody else's beauty or success or their own measurement of worth can take away from yours. So go out there and get worthy of yourself. I know you can do it.